I'm Tim. Welcome to Tim's Time. Well, as you can tell, I'm wearing a cook's apron, and I've stolen a few moments away. We're making preparations for our annual Taste of Central. All the cooks are getting their stuff ready. The shrimp are getting ready to be grilled. The ribs getting ready to be primed. The hog's been flipped over. The desserts are desserting and doing all that stuff. You need to know the truth. As I filmed this week, and as we have our annual taste, we debated about postponing because of the hurricane. Something about a storm such as that that just disrupts everything. And not only does it disrupt you physically, and in some cases we have folks out of their homes because of the flood waters, and not too far from here there are folks who've given their lives and they've lost loved ones. But even in the smallest of instances, when a storm like that hits, our to-do list that we write at the beginning of the week is just thrown away. The agenda changes when a storm comes. Emotions run higher. Fear is real. Questions and doubts, they become part of your vocabulary and your thinking. Reminds me of my favorite story, or at least one of my 4 or 5 favorite stories in the New Testament. It's the story of Peter getting out of the boat, walking on the water. And you'll remember he walks toward Jesus. The winds are contrary, the old King James says. It's a brutal storm, one of the like that I don't think Peter's experienced in all of his years as being a fisherman. And he's walking toward Jesus, who calls him out of the boat. And I can't imagine what it's like to step your feet on the waves and not go under, but he did it. And then he took his eyes off of Jesus and he looked at the rising water all around him, and he got scared and he began to sink. You recall the story probably. And he cries out to the Lord, and Jesus helps him and asks him, why are you doubting, you little one of little faith? And the interesting thing to me is Matthew says when they got back in the boat, the storm stilled, which tells me something maybe you haven't thought about before. Jesus is actually talking with Peter as they walk on the waves back to the boat. And the implication for me is just fantastic. Because whether the storm's physical or natural or emotional or relational, it doesn't matter. Our temptation and our tendency is to wonder whether or not the Lord sees us as we feel like we're overwhelmed and we're going under. But he not only sees us and helps us, he walks with us across the storm. And so whatever you're dealing with this week, wherever you're going, however Florence has hit you or impacted you, just know this. I know it's natural to wonder why in the world all this had to happen, but never forget, our salvation and our strength is in the Lord, and he's ready right now to help you walk across the waves. Who knows? There might be a great meal waiting for you on the other side, even at the taste. Have a fantastic and God-blessed week.